hopefully everyone is having a good day today. All three market indices down today. Now, before we get into the show, I really do want to thank all my subscribers. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. All right, with that said, let's go into the one stock that we've been highlighting all week, and we actually took a position on it on Wednesday. All right, so if you remember from Monday's show, I did say this looked really interesting to me, but I didn't think it was a buy then, right? We were so overbought here. We were on this upper Bollinger Band, and then by Wednesday, it looked really, really good to me. I thought, you know what? I said, typically you'll see management issue more shares, try to capitalize them on that stock appreciation, and we did not see that with PLL. So I did a little bit of research. I went to their website. I saw that they had a couple of webinars, and they had said they were pretty well capitalized until next year. So maybe I go, you know what? Maybe I'll take a little small position, and I can get a little lucky, right? Well, I did. And from I bought it from $24, it did go up. It gapped up the next day. And then today it did go right down below my entry point, but it was strong pretty much all day until it kind of closed right there in the midpoint, right? But it did take out not only yesterday's high, but Wednesday's high too. So I think we're setting up really, really well going into Monday of next week. So if you're not long the name, again, wait for better trade location. Let's wait till this 10 SMA right here. He starts getting to price, and maybe we can take a position. I'm thinking it's going to bounce around here a little bit. Or if you feel you want to take a small speculative play, go ahead and buy the stock, and then obviously use Wednesday's low as your out. Okay. All right. That is PLL, long since $24.04. So the next stock that we do own is TOL. TOL had a nice day today considering the market conditions. It did make a new 52-week high. I did say that I do see it printing a $50 on this, and yet today it did. It did went as high as $50.16, right? So what now? Look, it's still riding this blue SMA. This is what this blue line is right here. It's still riding that really, really well. We're above the value area high. So unless the market really falls apart on Monday, I do think we're going to make another 52-week high next week. Okay, that is TOL. Next stock that we do own is XERS. This was a little unfortunate. It sold off a little more than I had predicted, but then again, it is touching this midpoint Bollinger Band. If you take a look at this after this breakout here since mid to late July, that's been the trend where it's been following this light blue line or this midpoint Bollinger Band. So this is where naturally you'd want to retest again. If it starts getting below this midpoint Bollinger Band, guys, this is when I would have to call it quits and get out. That would mean this whole move has changed. Something has changed in the, in either the algorithms or how people are playing it. So that would, for me, mean signal a sell. All right, so looking at XERS. Next stock on the list is STNG. Here's one that was down only 5 cents today. Not too bad considering how it opened. It took out yesterday's low, but it also took out yesterday's high, which I really like. So we did close above that 10 SMA, which is that blue line. Hopefully now we can finally start getting a little bit of traction, and we can start moving up towards this midpoint Bollinger Band and this 50 SMA right here. If we can see that next week, I think the worst will be behind us. Okay, STNG, long since 13. VUZI, next stock on our list. This one also got hammered pretty well today, down 22 cents. But if you take a look at it, we're still above the value area high. The midpoint Bollinger Band did hold. We do have a small gap above us. I think that will get filled. I think next week, we'll start going higher. Look, this was not immune. NASDAQ got hit more than the S&P and the Dow, right? So this is in that space, so it doesn't surprise me. This got hit pretty hard as well. I do really still like everything that management's doing. If you want, go to their website, listen to their conference call. I think you'll be extremely impressed how the analysts, the questions they ask, and how basically how impressed they are too with their revenue. Okay, that is VUZI. Next stock that's on the list that did have a lackluster day was MTSI, down $1.31. But if you do remember from yesterday, I said it hit this upper Bollinger Band, so I wouldn't be surprised if we can see a retest of this 10 SMA, which is that blue line right here. So for next week, watch for a little retest right here. Let's see if that can hold. If that doesn't hold, then that midpoint Bollinger Band right there needs to hold. If not, this may want to go lower. So watch that very carefully. Hopefully we can finally get a little bit of a move above this value area high, and we'll start challenging that 52-week high again. All right, MTSI. Last stock on the list is EDUC. It took out yesterday's high, still above this Bollinger Band. I could see this going all the way back down to this 10 SMA. I'm going to watch it very closely. My stop is right here at 1670. That would mean that on Monday you would have to take out today's low and yesterday's low. If that's the case, watch for a retracement all the way down to this 10 SMA right down here. I am going to sell before earnings. They have earnings on the 8th of October, so I don't want anyone to be long this name back there. Don't fall asleep at the wheel. Make sure, watch this carefully. This can go higher. I think it still can go higher before earnings, but if it starts getting below yesterday's low, make sure you are out the name. Okay, that is EDUC. All right, guys, that is it for today. Let's go over now the three stocks that I had mentioned on Sunday as potential plays of the week. And the first one's going to be NCLH, and let's see how it did. So NCLH had opened at 16.92 and then closed at 17.27, so it was up about 35 cents. Okay, we'll take that on a down market week. Then let's check out ZI. That was the next one. ZI was actually up, was up quite nicely. It had opened on Monday at 39.80 and then closed today at 42.06. So that was a nice, $3 gain or so. Very, very nice. And then lastly, we had mentioned VIR. Let's see what VIR did. VIR had opened at 35.90 and then closed at 33.33. So that was a little bit of a loser for us. But I think overall we did make some money on Eric's picks of the week. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And again, if you have any questions, please contact me at eric@valueareatrader.com. That's Eric with a C at valueareatrader.com. And if you're not a subscriber and you're listening to the show, I think you can get a lot of great information from our stock analysis. Okay, so again, everyone, have a great weekend. We will see you Sunday with Eric's Sunday's best picks. And have a great weekend and stay safe and trade smart.